Greetings and peace to you in the name of our Creator, the one who brings us all together in the name of love. Today is Holy Tuesday. I'm calling today the Tuesday of tensions and entrapments. So, as we learned yesterday, something must be done about Jesus. So the religious authorities have been conspiring and figuring out what it is they're going to do. So plan A is, let's entrap Jesus in a series of theological debates to either expose him for sedition to the Romans or as somebody who doesn't follow the Jewish law to his people. Either way, they're trying to get his people to desert him or the Roman authorities to arrest him. Plan A, let's entrap Jesus in theological debate. So the tensions are rising as the religious authorities go out into the public temple square. And they find Jesus and they start asking him a series of questions. Now, there's one that strikes me in the Gospel of Mark, and that is, render unto Caesar what is Caesar's, and render unto God what is God's. So, this is a trick question that the religious authorities are trying to trap Jesus in. So, they approach him in the very public temple square and they say, "Hey Jesus, should we be paying taxes to Caesar?" Jesus doesn't answer them right away, but quite brilliantly, instead he says, give me a coin. The Jewish authority goes into his own pocket and reveals a coin and hands it to Jesus. Jesus says, "Whose image is on this coin?" Now, in those days, there were two sets of coins in circulation. There was Jewish money that had no images on it whatsoever, because any human image or animal image or image at all would be seen as a graven image, because there are to be no images before God. So the Jewish coins were blank. And the Roman coins had the image of Caesar imprinted on them. So there's two sets of coins in circulation. And what does the religious authority produce from his own pocket? A coin bearing the image of Caesar, thus incriminating him as a hypocrite by carrying a coin with a graven image stamped on it. So, before Jesus has even said anything, he's exposed the religious authority as a hypocrite and in collaboration with Roman authorities against oppression of the people. So, but what does he then say? He takes the coin from the authority's hand and he says, "This has the image of Caesar on it. Render what is Caesar's unto Caesar, and render what is God's unto God." In other words, he's saying, this coin belongs to Caesar. Give it back to him. That's Jesus' way of saying it really bears no value, because there is nothing of value before God. So render what is Caesar's unto Caesar, give it back to him. It's meaningless. And render what is God's, render what is God's unto God, which is everything. So not only has Jesus evaded their trap, he has also incriminated the religious authority, humiliating him in his own trap, in true Jesus fashion. So, the sentiment stands. The religious authorities slink away from that and they're thinking, What are we going to do about this guy? We spent all day trying to entrap him in theological debate, and he has been slippery. He's gotten out of every single one of them. So it's time to go back to the drawing board and come up with Plan B. Join me tomorrow for Holy Wednesday as we continue on in our journey of the last week of Jesus' life.